Hi guys, welcome back. I'm going to carry on with the aluminium melting. This time I'm going to put the remainder of the chips in first. First attempt I did with the chips, they were about an inch from the top, and when I looked they'd reduced quite a lot, so I've got some idea now of how far down they will reduce. So I've got just under halfway with the chips, but this time I'm going to put some large chunks in with it and see how we go with that. Well guys, I'd started to grind the bentonite clay down into a dust, but it's really tough stuff, and I spent about 10 minutes grinding it, and then I thought there's got to be a better way. So what I've ended up doing, I just added a bit of hot water to it, and it soon dissolves, and I've whisked it into a fine paste, not too much water in it. So that then turned into a fine paste, and I was going to nip out to the builder's merchant and get some paving sand, some dried kiln paving sand, and then it's a bit like a building site here at the moment, so I've got plenty of my favourite bricklaying sand. This is a Cheshire wash sand, and this is my favourite for lane breaks. So I thought I'd give this a try first of all, and it was nice and dry when I started. I haven't added any extra water to it, and once I've ground the bentonite into a paste, I've just added that into the sand at a ratio of 10 sand to 1 bentonite, and started to mix it in. I mixed it in for about 5-10 minutes, so I think it's pretty well mixed in with the sand now. Yeah, I haven't added any more water to this. It's quite well mixed in now, and when you squeeze it together it does clump and it breaks quite cleanly. So I'm going to give this a try first of all. Now what I'm going to cast is going to be machined anyway, so I'm not too bothered about how fine a detail it is on the casting. So I think this will be good enough for my needs at the moment. Once I get a bit more experienced I might go on to some finer sand, but this will be my first attempt with the green sand, so let's give this a try. Added bonus is it's wonderful for cleaning your fingers. Yeah, that's the bentonite clay that I started to pulverise. It's started to turn into a dust now, but there's a lot of work involved in that. But I was thinking of putting it into the food processor, but that's what I better not do. Well guys, that pour was at 770 degrees centigrade. The first one that I did, it was up over around about 800. This one seems to have come out okay. I'm not sure about the bubbling in this one. What I'd done, I'd put some sand in the bottom of the baking tray, so it didn't use as much aluminium. It was the larger diameter that I wanted at the top. So there's about an inch of sand in this one, but I'm not sure what the bubbling was caused by, but was interesting. It seems okay. It's interesting to see what it's like when it comes out. Right, time for a brew. Well, while I've been having a brew, guys, I've been thinking about this one and the bubbles, and I think what's happened, because it's been moist sand in the bottom, when the molten aluminium has gone in, it's turned that moisture into steam, and because it's metal sides, the steam's had nowhere to escape to apart from bubbling up through the aluminium. On this one, we've got sand on all four sides, so any moisture that turns to steam has got somewhere to escape to rather than coming through the molten aluminium, whereas this one hasn't. Now I don't know if that's any detriment to the mould, to the aluminium itself, but we'll see. It's still warm, but safe to touch now. He says, burning his fingers. Yeah, that's the sand that was in the bottom, and it's bone dry now, so that moisture's turned to steam, and it's bubbled, it's found its way through the molten aluminium. I put the crucible, while the oven's on, I put the crucible back in the oven with some more aluminium in to melt. Since I've just had a look, since I put it on this first thing this morning, it's used about £7 worth of electric to get it to this stage. It's now at 720, so that pour was at 707. I think I'll leave it, ramp it up to 750 and see how we're going with that one. So the crucible's back in the oven with some more aluminium in melting, so I think while it's at this temperature I might as well test everything I need. Yeah, with having that sand in, it's given me a greater diameter at the top for that amount. This is going to be one of the gears I'm going to cut. So once I've drilled a hole through and turned that down in the lathe, doesn't seem any, can't see any visible signs of holes in it, so we'll only see once we start to turn it down. But right, this one, let's move this one out of the way. Yeah, you can feel how the sand's dried out. Still warm, but it's safe to touch. Not sure what's caused those dimples, because the bottom of the mold was flat. But there's enough thickness there. I'm going to put this in the milling machine and machine it down, so I've got enough thickness there for what I intend doing with it. But doesn't look much like a brake caliper now, does it? Right, time for a fresh mould. I'm going to put this big chunk in this time. Yeah, I think I was right, guys, with the thinking why these dimples have been caused. The bed that this was laid on was the original sand, and the moisture had evaporated from that. So, as you can see, that was the bottom edge, bottom side of it. There's no dimples this time as compared to that one, so I think I'm right. I think it's just the steam trying to escape. Maybe I should let the mould dry, the sand dry for a bit longer. But that seems to have come out okay. Well, no bubbling this time, guys, so I think I was right thinking it was the steam that was escaping. guys, this video is getting quite long now. It's over 35 minutes already, and I've still got quite a lot of machining to do. The basics of it's are cut out now. The round one that had the bubbles, steam bubbles coming through, I've machined that both sides, and it doesn't seem to have done any detriment to the cast. It's all pretty solid, so I'm pleased about that. Started machining these. Not even started that one yet, but that's only a small item. So I'm going to call this video a finish, guys, and let's call this part 1, and then in the next one we'll finish all the machining up and put them all together, and you can see what it is I'm making. Thanks for watching, guys.